get into this, which we're about to do right now, I wanted to focus on really building a circle, building your circle of influence. And today I put it as build a circle of encouragement. So jump into this. Ready? So Jim Rohn, I got a Jim Rohn book up here. Don't see it. I might have been thinking of Jim Collins, Good to Great. But Jim Rohn, he coined this phrase. This was one of my favorites, which helps you to guide your kids. He says you're the average of the 5 people you spend most of the time with. Okay? You're the average of the people that you spend most of the time with. And also, it's also been said, John Maxwell used to say this all the time. I don't know if he came up with it, but he used to say this: show me your friends, and I'll show you your future. Actually, I think Napoleon Hill said that. Think and Grow Rich. It's quite interesting how we seem to just gravitate toward certain types of people. And not only do we gravitate towards them, or we put out, we put out this signal that just attracts these people to us. And sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. And it's really based on our desires, okay? So if I am looking for entrepreneurs, now notice what I was saying. If I'm looking for entrepreneurs, then they'll show themselves. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for entrepreneur friends. They'll start to show up. Hey, I own this business. I own this business. I do this and I do that. Or if I'm looking for someone in the finance, then I need to build my circle. You know, I need to choose wisely who I have in my circle, because now you can make this true, or you got the option. But if you take this into consideration, that I'm the average of the 5 people I spend most of the time with, then when I look at these 5 people, where are they going? What are they doing? If I'm not careful, these 5 people might take me down a road that I don't want to go, because that's what they do. So look at the person as a whole. Look at the whole package. They might look good on the outside, but if you start to when you start to get close, you notice you like to do some things that I don't really agree with. But if you're close, they can influence you. Well, just try it. Just try this. Just try this one time. And then you'll end up going down that path. Now, yeah, you can be a strong one and lead them away from that. But if you take the law of averages and those 5 people, if they're doing more, taking away from your belief system, then they're wearing you down, and then you end up going in that direction. We don't need that. So choose wisely, right? That's kind of negative, but that's kind of like the warning. But on the flip side, what we're talking about now, the flip side, your Kaizen Moai group, right? On the flip side, being selective of who you have in your circle can be great, one of your greatest advantages. Now, say if your car breaks down and you surrounded yourself with, if you don't know anything about cars, but you surrounded yourself by car enthusiasts, they might can fix your car or help you, guide you to fix your car. Um, it's a good thing to be able to pick and choose. Now, I'm not saying don't be friendly. And I'm not saying, well, if you can't do this, if you don't read books, you can't be my friend. No, what I'm saying is the law. Good morning. What I'm saying is when you're building your circle, you can be selective. Don't shun everybody. But I'm saying the people that you let in close to you, when you let people in close to you, you can be choosy. And what I mean by choosy, by you can build your circle of influence that's going to influence you. So you might want to choose the people in the circle that you let close to, let speak into your life. Let those people be the ones that help guide you to where you want to go. You probably the anchor of your circle. But when you're building your circle, you can be choosy. You can, all right, if I want to be this, like I said before, if I wanted to be an entrepreneur, then I need to surround myself by entrepreneurial people, people who can take me to where they are. You don't want to be an entrepreneur. You don't want to be like John Maxwell said this. You don't want to be said this too. Grant Cardone, he said, you don't want to be the smartest person in the room. Which, that's good for everybody else, but it doesn't do you any good if you're the actual smartest person in the room. What you want to do is build your circle of encouragement or your circle of influence that's going to influence you to take you to a higher place. So if I want to do this, then I need to find people and be close to them in a way that's going to be beneficial to me, right? Now, that's just a lot of thinking right there, right? You also want to be beneficial to that person. You do want to have something to offer because it's mutual. You remember your friends. And when it's just all one-sided, if everybody in your circle is feeding you, once they get tired of it and you're just sitting there being fed, what happens when they say, I'm gone? This is no benefit to me. What ends up happening is they'll find somebody that's benefiting them, okay? Remember, just like you're building your circle, they're building theirs too. So what you want to do is not just build a circle of influence, but you want to build a team. You want to have your person right there. You want to have your right hand doing this. You want to have your left hand doing this. But you also want to be part of a team that's really going somewhere, that's not carrying a lot of dead weight, because eventually you'll grow apart. So as far as Kaizen Moai goes, what we're doing is we're the common purpose, which is Moai, the meeting for a common purpose, is to get better, is to make our lives better. So that's the Kaizen part. Gradually, little step by step, growing. Okay, so since we're growing ourselves, we grow together, and the more you grow together, the closer you'll get. And even if you start to do like this, since you're growing together, you'll come back together. Unless, like I said, mutual, unless somebody is not really doing their thing and it's not a mutual thing, then you'll grow apart, and then you have to find more to fill that circle. But when you get into a group where everybody is a community, everybody is pitching in, everybody's sharing their gifts and talents, making themselves available for the utilization of that common purpose. Once you are in a group like that, it's hard to separate them. And not only is it hard to separate them, but it's hard to stop them. Once we say, hey, let's do this, it's usually going to get done. Let's set this goal. Me and my friends, we're going to make $1 million. And we pump each other. We say this, we do this, we get together, we put our heads together, we come up with ideas, and we do this. It's not something that you do alone. You got you a team. All right? You don't have to go it alone. No man is an island. So, with that being said, look at your top 5 people that you surround yourself with, and understand this. If you don't like that circle that you're in, you probably unconsciously you chose this circle. Now is the time to fix it. All right. So let's get to it. I hope I'm in your circle. As we get into building this Moai together, I want to be beneficial to you. I want you to be beneficial to me, because I'm choosing to build a circle of encouragement, and that's what I want you to do too. So you guys have a great day. Surround yourself with people that's going to take you up. All right. And love you very much. Have a great day. Kampai.